Hi, this is Jack Godfrey, and this is Intermediate Qigong. So in today's video, we're going to be working on the first half, the first 9 or 10 movements of the Dao Yin series. We're going to spend a little more time on each of them, doing a few more repetitions than we've done in the past. We're not attempting to cover the entire series. But the rest of what we're going to cover today is we're going to start as usual with a standing posture. And today is spring. And so we're going to start with standing like a tree, which is the standing posture associated with springtime. And then after that, we're going to move into some deep breathing practice. But we're going to tie it to a movement we haven't done in quite a while called turtleback breathing. I also like to call it summer and winter. It's the imagery that I use to help to remember what the movements are in this particular posture. And then after that, we'll go into some warm-up movements before we actually start the Dao Yin series. We'll work through about half of that, like I said earlier. And then we'll move into our usual wrap-up with the 5 directions. So let's begin. And as always, when we start this out, we start from our foundation and work our way up from there. So our feet. You want to have the feet roughly parallel. Again, your hips, your knees, your ankles are going to dictate what your body's going to want to do. So one of the important things in Qigong practice is to respect the limitations that your body has and not to abuse them. So consider 70-80% of your capability. If you work within that limit, your body's going to be happy, you're going to be happy, and you're going to continue to doing this practice. So outside of hips, outside of feet, one above the other. So one word to work on this is put all your weight on this leg. Lift the heel of the other leg. Lift the toes of the other foot. Swing the heel around, bring it down, and you want to bring it down by the ball joint of the other foot. And it should just about touch. Maybe a little overlap, maybe a little gap. That's fine. And now pick the heel up, pick the toes up, so you're resting on the ball joint again. Swing the foot around and put it down. And you want to have the feet parallel. So this is what I call the narrow stance. And now you move on to the small triangle. Big toe, little toe, and the ball of the foot. So the weight's there, but the heel's still on the ground. You switch back into the heel. So big toe, little toe, heel. This is the large triangle. Toes are still on the ground. So it's inhale. You come forward onto the small triangle. Exhale. We come back onto the large triangle. And while you're shifting your weight forward and back, you want to have the knees slightly bent. So it's inhale. We come forward. And exhale, we come on back. Now let's just hold still for a moment. So you want to have equal weight between the heels and the toes. We're going to work our way up the body. So the knees, a soft knee, slightly bent. Now slightly means like maybe 10%. What you want to avoid is locking the knee, because this can be harmful for the knee joint. So you want to have a slight bend. Grab the hips at the top with the thumbs towards the back. Push down on the hips with your thumbs. Draw the tailbone into the body. Pull the belly button in. Lift the ribs. And now, keeping the elbows low, turn the hands out to the side. You're going to feel a big stretch in this area as you bring the bottom of the shoulder blades towards each other. Now let the arms relax. We lift the chin. We gaze to the horizon. And lift the top of the head to the heavens, as if you were a marionette and the puppeteer was lifting you up off the floor, and so the body is lengthening out. And now we move into, this is just setting the body up. Now we get into the standing like a tree. So bring the arms up. So you want to get the elbows about the same height as the shoulders, the hands forward a bit, so that they're roughly lining up with the toes of your feet. And you want to be able to see the palms in the corner of the eyes. So you want the center of the palm in line with the eyes. And so now we're standing like a tree. So these are the branches of the tree. Inhale, we push forward against the breeze. And then exhale, you let the breeze push the tree back. So inhale for a count of 4. Exhale. Inhaling. Inhale, we're on the small triangle. Exhale. So we're inhaling for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 4. And one more cycle. And we let the arms come on down. And so now we're going to move into some warm-up movements, but to begin with, we're going to pull down the heavens 3 times. So turn to your right, reach down to the earth, watch the hands as they rise up, look over the shoulder. And as we move to the opposite side, stretch the hands, reach up to the heavens. And then we draw the chi down from the heavens and in to the brass basin as we sink down. So inhale, gather the chi. Stretch to the heavens. And exhale. And last one. So we're going to start our warm-up Qigong movements here before we get into the Dao Yin series with standing like a tree. We all know we just did standing like a tree. Now we're going to do shaking the 9 gates. So your hands are wet. Shake the water off your hands. Get the elbows, the wrists, and the shoulders moving up and down. And then we add in the hips, the knees, and the ankles. And we turn and we look over the shoulder. So this is working on the lower back, the ribs, and the neck. So you want to get a twist in each part of the spine. So 9 gates placed in the body where the energy, the chi flow tends to get disrupted, stuck, because the joints are stiff, they're inflamed, and the flow is restricted. And so this is helping to get the chi to move out to the extremities. And we come back to the front. Should feel some tingling in your hands. You should have some redness in your palms. And this is what we're looking to do, is get the blood flow, get the energy out to the toes, to the hands, warm the hands and feet up, and cool down the head and the torso. So next, we're going to work on standing like a tree. Now, standing in a boat. I'm really focused on trees today. So, inhale, small triangle. Exhale, large triangle. Inhale, a dragon's back. You lift the ribs, you lift the chin, you're stretching the front of the body. Big arch in the back of the body. And then exhale, a turtle back. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. We're scrunching the front, we're stretching the back. We're looking down. So inhale, a dragon's back. As we look up, we're on the small triangle. Exhale, a turtle back. We're on the large triangle. So let's add the arms to this. So inhale, the arms come up as high as you're comfortable. Shoulder height is a nice target. If you get there, good. If you don't, well, that's fine too. So it's inhale, we're here, and exhale, we come on down. So inhale for a count of 4. Exhale. Inhale, a dragon's back. Exhale, a turtle back. Inhaling. And one more. All right, and so next one is we're going to work on some twisting here. So this is swinging the dragon's whiskers. We're going to start out with the arms low, and then we're going to alternate between low arms and high arms. So swinging the dragon's whiskers, we start over here, so you want to twist the spine and move the arms. And then we come around to the opposite side, so you're tapping the hip here and also around here. And so we're coming like that. So this is a good twist for the spine. Turn the head as well and look over the shoulders. And you want to look behind you, potentially at the same spot, depending on the flexibility of your spine and your neck. And now we're going to alternate high and low. So this is low, this is high. So you tap the shoulders and you point behind. And now we're going to go low, low, high, high, low, low, high, high. Takes a bit of focus to be sure that you alternate low and high. I've done this lots in the past where it's like, oh shoot, I'm doing one or the other. I'm forgetting to alternate. And there we go. You just talk about it enough and it happens. All right, so the next one we're going to do is a crescent moon variation to get some side-to-side flexion going on here. So today I'm going to do a variation where I have the hand here and I'm going to push across the body rather than hold my hand on the side just below the livers. So we're here, so it's inhale. Exhale, so stretch from the ankle up to the wrist. And we come down and we go to the opposite side. So inhale. Exhale, another stretch from the ankle to the wrist. So inhaling. Exhale. And now we're going to move into our turtle back breathing. Focus on deep breathing for several breaths here. So turtle back breathing, I also think of it as summer and winter. So we begin with, on the exhale, it's winter time. So imagine you're wrapping a blanket around you. So you're holding the edges of the blanket here and it's on your back. You bring it around like this and you wrap it around your body. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. You're rounding the back like this. So it's a big stretch in the spine. So this is the winter time. And then inhale, we come up and we open wide. We lift the ribs, bring the elbows towards each other. And we're welcoming the sun, we're welcoming the warmth. And this is the inhale. And this is the exhale. So let's look at it from the side. So turtle back breathing. So you start here. So this is the exhale. We're stretching the spine. We're tucking the tailbone, dropping the chin. And then we come up here. So this is the inhale. And we're stretching the front of the body, bringing the elbows towards each other. And so now we're going to do several of these. And so the whole part of this as well is you're breathing in for a count of 4 and you're breathing out for a count of 4. So let's do several of these. So we start here. Stretch the tailbone. Tuck the chin. This is all the exhale. And now inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhaling. Inhale. Inhale, we come up, welcoming the warmth of the sun. Then exhale, wrapping up, protecting from the cold of the night. So here we go here. So we're here. Inhale. And last cycle. So it's inhale. And we come on up. So that was a turtle back breathing using the turtle back and the dragon back. And breathing in for a count of 4 and breathing out for a count of 4. So deep breathing, a good practice to do whenever you feel stress coming on. So breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4 will help to bring the body out of that fight or flight mood and into the rest and restore and relax mood. And if you're focusing on the breath and counting for 4, you're also occupying the mind, not just the breath itself. And this will help to get that chatter to reduce in the mind. So breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4, count, and move. Now, we're going to move into the Dao Yin series, but before we do, we're going to pull down the heavens 3 times before we get started with that series. So it's inhale. Look over the shoulders, stretch up to the heavens. And then we come on down to the brass basin. So twice more. Last one. All right, so the Dao Yin series, Intermediate Qigong, it starts with swimming snake. So snake, swimming in the sea. There are many names, but all the same idea. So you take this hand, you make a light fist, and you hold it here on the side of the abdomen. So the hips are here, the bottom of the ribs are right around here, so we're right around this position. The other hand, bottom of the sternum and open palm. You come up across the body towards the shoulder, up, over the head, down to the other shoulder. Palm open. Push up to the heavens. Draw the fingertips towards your shoulder. Turn to the side, look to the side. So we're getting a twist in the spine here. And then exhale, we fold forward. Reach down to the earth as far as you're comfortable. And so this is a snake swimming in the sea here. So it comes around from one side to the other. We come back to the center. We come up to the chin. And we push down. We make a light fist. Bring the hand here to the side. And now the other hand comes up, an open palm to the shoulder, around the head. We push up to the heavens. Turn to the side. We bend over. Come on down. And this is a snake swimming in the sea as it goes from side to side. And then we come up to the chin. We push down. The other hand comes around. We push up. Turn to the side. Big twist in the spine. Bending over. In the sea, you may be standing ankle deep, knee deep in the sea, or maybe the sea's at the sole of your foot. It's going to depend on the level of flexibility in your hamstrings and your hips. So whatever is comfortable for you. If you reach the floor, that's fine. If you reach the ankle halfway to the knee, well, that's fine too. Whatever works is what we're after. Stay within your comfort zone. So we'll do 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Return. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. And 1 more, each side. And now the next one is hawk lands on a rock. So for this one, we're working on, getting a little more mobility in the shoulders. So the hawk lands on a rock. We have some wings involved here. So we start here with the arms forward, back of the hands towards each other, and the palms open. So tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, and then we go 3 times like this. So 1, so you're bringing the shoulder blades towards each other, you're looking up, so a big dragon's back here. And we go 2, and then 3. So we're here, turtle back, dragon back. And then we fold forward with the dragon's back and we pump the arms. 1, 2, 3, we come up. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're here. 1, 2, 3. So turn to the side so you have a look to see what's going on here. So we're here, turtle back, dragon's back. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we'll do 2 more. So we start here. Last one. And there we are. And that was hawk lands on a rock. Now the next one is tiger wags tail. And so once again, this involves bending over, and we want to also protect our back. So you pull your belly button in, tuck the tailbone in to make these muscles strong. So tiger wags tail. Make light fists. We bring the hands up overhead. We fold forward. Remember, strengthen the lower back. If the hands reach the feet, that's good. If they're over them, that's fine as well. So, and then we come up to the knees. Stack up on one foot, up to the knees. Stack up on the other foot, up to the knees. Come to the floor. Then bring the hands to the knees. And now we wag the tail by moving the shoulders. The tail's going to follow. And so you go like this. You go like this. And the hands come back to the feet. And then we come on up. The hands come down. So let's have a look from the side. So tiger wags tail. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then you come to the knees and you look over the shoulder, drop the shoulder, twist the spine, look to the side and let the hips turn. Come up and we turn and we look to the opposite side. And we do this several times. I generally do it 4 or 5 times. And then the hands come back to the feet. And we come back up. And the arms come down. So we'll do a couple repetitions of these. So inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And we do 2 more repetitions. Last one. And we come back to the feet. We come up. And let the arms come down. All right, next one is Scholar Opens the Scroll. In the Golden Chi Ball series, this is Divide Heaven and Earth. In other series, it's also called Turning the World. Whatever. And so there are many names to all of these movements. So you hold a ball roughly in front of the navel. And in this one, so you're holding a scroll, and so the hand touches the wrist, the top hand comes up, the bottom hand pushes down. So we're opening the scroll in front of our body. So we're holding the scroll up here and down here. So wrists push down, fingertips pull towards each other. Top hand points across the body, bottom hand points forward and back. You push down, you lift up. You're looking to get a stretch from the wrist to the ankle. And so we're here like this, and you look to the upper hand. Then inhale, weight equal on the feet. Touch the wrists. Shift the weight to the leg that has the hand down, and we look up. Big stretch in the side of the body. So inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, close the scroll. Exhale, open the scroll and look up to the top. Inhale, hold, close the scroll. Exhale, open the scroll. So when I'm looking up, I'm checking to see if the hand, as much as comfortable, is over the head. And the fingertips are drawing towards each other. So top hand, the fingertips pull towards the bottom hand. And similarly, with the bottom hand, the fingertips pull towards the top hand. So we'll do one more on each side. So this is one of them. And this is the other one. And we'll let the arms come on down. So the next one, the next three, and these are going to be the last three that we do, is monkey lifts the cauldron. And I find it useful for me to have feet just a touch wider. Gives me a little bit better balance. So, monkey lifts the cauldron. There's a cauldron in front of us. The steam rising up out of the cauldron. And now we're going to gather the steam into the body, like so. And so, again, looking from the side. So, a turtle back. As we draw the steam in, we come up a bit of a dragon's back here. And so we have this movement going on with the torso. And then we lift the cauldron, hence the name. You reach down as far as you're comfortable. Grab the cauldron, we lift it up, and we bring it up over the head. So this is a large dragon's back here. So you repeat this once, twice, 3 times. Reach down, lift up, lift the ribs, lift the chin, stretch the front of the body. So once, twice, 3 times. Up, high chest. And then we come down again as you're comfortable and up over the head. So last repetition. So 1, 2, 3. And we toss. So that was monkey lifts the cauldron. Now the next one we're going to do is extend the waist to view the moon. And for this one we're looking to be in horse stance. So you want to step out to the side where you have your shoulders fit comfortably within between your feet. And when you shift over here, the feet are a little bit wider than the shoulder, unlike the stacking of the bone stance, which we've talked about in several other videos. So extend the waist to view the moon. Turn towards my little plants here. Take the arm that's closest to the plants, put it around the back, above the hips. Turn the torso so we're facing in this direction, and you reach. So we're getting a big stretch in the arm and a good twist in the back. Push with the foot. The hips turn, the torso turns. We reach in the opposite direction. We come up to the center. We reach up to the heavens. Big stretch. And then we scoop across the knees and we change arms. Big stretch. Reach. And so there's a lot of stretching going on here. And we scoop and we change. So we're here. We reach up to the heavens. Reach down to the earth and twist the spine. Come across, reach up, scoop. You can stay by the knees, you can go lower if you wish, depending on what your body is comfortable with. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we'll do one more on each side. This is the first one. And this is the last one. And there we go. So that's extend the waist to view the moon. And the next one we're going to do is the last one for today. And this is swallow returns to the nest. So we're in our same horse riding stance. Feet more or less parallel. And now you have pair swallows. And their hands are the swallows, and they're flying around. They're deciding to fly together. But they've been flying so long that one of them decides they need a rest. So we start here, and as we go this way, the swallows fly together, and the leading one goes behind the back, and the other one flies on by itself. And we come across here, and when we come here, the other guy comes out from his rest. He goes around, and they fly together, and the leading one decides needs a rest. Here, come over here, come around like this. And one more cycle. Here, come here. Fly around together. One takes a rest. And that's the end of swallow returns to the nest. And that's all we have time for today in this video. And so we'll pick up roughly where we left off next time when we're working on the Qigong Intermediate. So we're going to wrap up with the 5 directions. So once again, we want to be standing roughly in a comfortable horse stance. So the 5 directions. Inhale, we come forward with a bit of a dragon's back. Exhale, we come back, a turtle back. Inhale. We come off to the side, down to the hips. Inhale, we come to the other side, down to the hips. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, down to the center. So we do this for a 4 count of breath. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale for 4, exhale for 8. second 4. Inhale. So you follow the hands with your gaze as well. Last one. And that's it for today. So this is the end of the Qigong Intermediate class for today. So thank you all for coming.